Boom, check that out. How's it going, guys? Token Vaping. So today's juice review, yes, is on the final flavor of this 3 flavor line from, the line is called Espionage, as you can see right here. The company is called Incognito Vapors. Now, they do have an original line that I'm also doing reviews for as well, if you've checked out my channel at all. They do have a multi-flavor line under the Incognito Vapors specific line. This was the second line that they decided to try and debut, and it's called Espionage. It is a 3 flavor dessert line. The 2 that I already did was a coconut cream pie and a banana cream pudding, and they were both pretty rock solid for dessert flavors. They are based out of Ohio, I believe, but they have expanded out, and I'm also pretty sure that they do have a couple of shops on the West Coast that carry their brand now, so they are trying to get as widespread as possible. They do have a Facebook page, and they also have an Instagram page, so definitely check them out and see what they're all about. Their tagline is, I always thought it was really cool, for Incognito Vapors. They're called the most known unknown, and I think it's a nice play on the phrase, but it's pretty slick. However, this is on the Espionage line, and this is their bottle. These are only available in 60 mils right now. This is just, it's easier, so this is what they offer it. It's called Valkyrie. This is their logo. Has the name of the line right here. Has the warning and ingredient labeling there, and the nicotine options. There's a 0, a 1.5, a 3, and a 6, and of course mine's a 3. But it's nice that they do offer the 1.5 for people that want a slight bit of nicotine, but not go full nicotine, so to speak, but they only go to a 6, so it doesn't automatically mean that you can't try this line if you do vape a higher nicotine. You never know. If you go a little bit outside your box, you might find a flavor that you prefer in lower nicotine, and then just keep like a go-to flavor that you have in your level on the side, just for those days that you do need that. But it never hurts to try regardless either way. But they do come in these 60 ml bottles. It is an amber bottle. It is not the color of the liquid. The liquid is clear, it's just the color of the bottle, but it also helps keep out ambient light and everything else to prevent oversteeping and make sure that the flavor stays where it should. It is safety sealed as well, so this is a first vape, first review. Now, you aren't going to be expected to just pour this directly from the bottle into your tank or your wick. So it is cool of them that they do supply you their nozzle tips. Now, for some people, obviously, if they are using a tank, these do make it a little bit difficult to fill the tanks. However, nowadays, I mean, anybody can pick up a unicorn bottle like that, to make it easier, just to make it more simple. They don't cost maybe $1 or so. But if you're doing a dripper, these really aren't that bad. I use some of these myself, but it is nice that they just throw one in to go with the bottle as more of just a thank you. We don't want you to feel like you have to go out to buy something else to use our juice, but it is nice on that. So like I said, there are 3 other flavors to this line. It does have the 4 nic options. I believe this is a 70-30, which makes it really good for clouds and for flavor. I don't know if you can see the air bubble in there. I'm just trying to show you the viscosity of that by looking at the air bubble as it pops. There it is. You can kind of see it there, so it's about a 70-30. It's worked well for the other 2 flavors, and so we're gonna pop this open, put this on fresh cotton, right there, fresh wick. And as always, if you guys watch my videos at all, my cotton of choice, Texas Tough Cotton, it just works really well. For me, it does. Everybody has their difference in vaping styles and vape preferences, and especially when I stick to a specific flavor on the cotton, it holds up really well. And the main reason why I like it is that the break-in time for it is almost non-existent. Most of the flavors that I use on it, it goes instant flavor. I've had a rare few that's taken me a couple of vapes to get a full flavor and not have that cotton taste. But for the most part, I don't really need it. And that's really impressive for cotton nowadays. So it's my cotton of choice. If you are interested in trying it out, if you haven't already tried it, I will put the link for it in the comment box below. So now on to Valkyrie. We can go ahead and pop this open, and like I said, this is supposed to be lemon meringue, and you most definitely get a lemon taste, or smell, sorry, not a taste. Okay, that was kind of creepy, my apologies, but you definitely do get a lemon meringue smell. Now, I've only had one other lemon meringue flavor, and if you've seen my Instagram page at all, I did make a post on it. I haven't had a chance to do a review on it because I opened it and vaped it before I had a chance to try it out on camera. But this honestly smells a little more lemon meringue pie-ish instead of just lemony, if that makes sense. It does have the lemon taste to it, don't get me wrong. It is very strong, but it does have more of the dessert style of the pie. So it actually has the meringue kick to it, as well as you kind of almost smell a hint of a crust. So I'm not sure if he was specifically going for the fresh baked feel for this, as he was more just the taste of it. But if you've ever smelled a fresh baked pie, there is a little bit of a difference in the odor of it, as opposed to one that has been sitting for a little bit, obviously, or after it's cooled down a little bit. You smell more of the pastry side of it right after it comes out of the oven, more so than you do after it's cooled down and been sitting for a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and juice this up. Give this a quick little pre-burn, just get the juice started to go. And then we're going to go for a vape and see where this takes us. Now, I am a big dessert vapor, so this is something that's more my flavor style. But for those of you that, you know, if you're not by choice, it never hurts to try, unless there's a specific part of the flavor, something about the flavor that, you know, you don't like or that you're not a fan of. But nowadays, especially with all the different flavors that are starting to pop up and all the different flavor combinations, it never hurts to try something different. So, you know, if you've never been a dessert flavor person ordinarily, why not give it a shot? It never hurts you to try. So, as always, I'm vaping at 75 watts. And this is Valkyrie from the Espionage line by Incognito Vapors. Okay, so as you can see, the clouds are really dense. You know, and for it being a mid-range mixture, which a lot of companies are starting to do now, it's definitely on point when it comes to density for vapor clouds. So if you are a cloud chaser, you know, nowadays it's going to be really hard to find a line that doesn't provide decent clouds. These are pretty good. The smoothness of it is what's surprising me. You know, I'm continuously surprised by companies that are staying within the 70-30, 75-25 range for the smoothness of a flavor. Now, granted, it is a dessert flavor, so it's going to be a little bit thicker on the vape, but still having no throat hit, no tickle to your throat at all whatsoever. And that was on a first vape, dry cotton to begin with. It's still impressive to me. Okay, so flavor-wise, if you've ever had a lemon meringue pie, it's going to be pretty close. I would probably say the hardcore people that, you know, have eaten the pie on a regular basis may say that it seems a little on the lighter side. I kind of prefer that because it gives you a chance to enjoy the flavor more instead of it being an overly sweet punch to your mouth. Now, on some flavors that does work. On the dessert flavors, just mainly because of what they're supposed to be and what they represent, I feel that they should be more on the lighter side, but last longer. Whereas like lighter flavors like the fruits or candies and stuff like that should have a stronger punch up front, but then if they dissipate quicker, then it's not as big of a deal because, you know, fruit and candy tends to do that at times. But dessert flavors are meant to linger. You know, they hang on your tongue, they hang in your stomach, things like that, and they're just meant to be enjoyed on a longer term. So for dessert flavors, I prefer them to be a little bit on the lighter side, especially in a lemon, so that it's not such a strong punch and you feel like that's the flavor that overtakes the whole thing. Now for this, you definitely get the lemon hit, but it is not strong. And then it automatically blends into the meringue aspect, so it gets really creamy by the middle of the vape. The undertone of it has that like I've seen some lemon meringues that have like a whipped cream or a cream topping on it, and it feels like that helps smooth it out. It's not going to have a specific taste because the lemon into the meringue part of it is the star of this. The very tail end of it has a very slight pastry feel to it. Now, it may not taste specifically like pastry, but there is a tinge there that does a follow-up. So if you like cut into a piece of pie, and then on the tail end of that you get that slight bit of crust just to kind of clean everything up, it actually does have it here. So overall, it works for a dessert flavor as long as, like me, you're looking at it for a long-term flavor appeal and not for something that's going to be an automatic quick punch to the mouth and then just disappear. Yeah, because it's almost as soon as the lemon part of that hits, it smooths out into the meringue, and that's actually really cool, and that works well for me. So definitely check them out. It's the Espionage line from Incognito Vapors. They are on Facebook and they are on Instagram. You can email them directly as well. Incognito Vapors, thank you guys so very much. I apologize. I'm sad to say that this is the final flavor for this set. I do have a couple of other flavors to finish up from their flagship Incognito Vapors line, so definitely keep an eye out for those. There is that red subscribe button if you're so kind to hit that. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Anything that I myself can do to help further enhance your vaping experience and make it more enjoyable for you, it's the only reason why I do this. So definitely hit me up if there's any questions, comments, concerns that you have. Any particular video that you're looking for, I will do everything in my power to make that happen or to answer those to the best of my ability for you. But until next time, no matter what, morning, noon, or night, always remember, truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good one, guys.